locksmithing. Let's get into it. Let's have a little look at this. So we're based in Australia, and as you can see on screen, I've got the My Australia Immigration. Basically, what this is all about is that we don't have enough qualified locksmiths, and if you're an immigrant and wanting to immigrate and you're under 45, good health, speak English, all that sort of stuff, locksmithing is actually one of those skills that is on the desired skill list we don't have enough of. So they're willing to import people into the country. So what does that mean for the future of locksmithing in Australia? It means you have plenty of work and things like this, and locksmithing will be very profitable? Well, no, not really, because it doesn't matter if you're qualified. If there's no other staff to employ and you can't find any staff, then we're pushed into situations where we have to employ people. So to make a viable business, or a business which will actually be able to survive, there has to often be more than one person. And if you cannot find any staff, well, then it will always be that tiny shop on the corner, or a tiny small business. One of the reasons is that a lot of people aren't actually doing the TAFE course, the Certificate 3 in locksmithing. The reason being is mainly because of SLED take away the requirement to have to do that. So that means that a lot of people are running around calling themselves locksmiths that actually don't have any formal training. And the formal training is, it's in depth, but yet it's something that you need if you're going to be a quality locksmith. If you're even going to call yourself a locksmith, you need this. Otherwise, you don't have all of those fundamental skills. Just like any other trade, can you call yourself an electrician if you haven't gone to TAFE and done the electrician course? Anyway, not only is there a shortage of people doing the courses, there's a shortage of people who stay around in the trade. So older tradespeople who not only have that fundamental knowledge from the trade, who have done their apprenticeships, who also then have years of experience on the job, who have all of that in their mental toolbox, in their brain, are just not there anymore. So the only way we can do anything is to lead towards apprentices and taking on younger people. When you take on younger people, they start from zero. This means that they have no experience. So this means that you basically have to train them from scratch. You have to get through that TAFE course. You have to get through then the on-the-job training. Then even after that, you probably still need about 5 or 6 years just to become fluent or able to achieve some of the general locksmithing duties, fitting locks, electric strikes, all this sort of stuff. So you could say maybe even 5 to 10 years before you really kicking some of the harder goals. So as an employee or as a boss of a locksmithing company, to find the type of workers who can do the complex stuff or do the hard stuff without trouble is just not there. So it seems the only other option is either import people, or the other option is basically to train them and take on apprentices. Now, some of the harder programs or harder jobs that we have is things like pulling apart car computers, programming, making keys for cars, installing electric strikes, access control, digital locks. The list goes on and on and on. And some of it is not just general locksmithing where you just pick it up or watch YouTube. Some of it is actually quite in depth. There is a little bit of hope at the end of the tunnel, and I've seen this from the Top Dom website, which I believe will be the way the future will be going for locksmiths, whether you like it or not. And I'll tell you why. So I just want to show you now what they're doing. Top Dom sell automotive diagnostics programming. They also sell key programming as well, key programming tablets. Now, just looking at this device for the automotive industry, what you're looking at here is a mechanic, or a so-called mechanic, who doesn't really know what he's doing, can't identify error codes and things like that. So what he's doing now is he's logging on to the cloud and he's waiting in turn, and here's the senior technician. He's just paid him $50. Now the senior technician, see that little smile he got on his face? It's because he's about to make $50. Alright, now the technician on the ground puts on his glasses, and this is the part that's going to change everything for a lot of us when we're talking about really complex key programming and stuff. They're just going to give you instructions like this. You're just going to keep swiping. So it doesn't matter what your skill level's at. They're actually going to walk you through it step by step by step, and meaning that the most simplest of staff, right, the most simplest of staff who are just learning are going to be able to start to do the most complex of of challenges. And this might even be where the boss is, on the other side saying, no, do this, do that, meaning you can free up the time for your senior technicians, not having to send them out on the job with your junior technicians. If that ain't good enough, you can also take a junior technician and allow them to actually make money, because now they can complete the task. They've got the tool, they've got the backup. I don't know how profitable it's going to be when you have to pay $50 each time to get a job done. I don't know how profitable that's going to be, plus all these scanners and all the rest of it, plus the VR glasses and all that, plus the remotes. I don't know how profitable it's going to be, plus the downtime waiting for this cloud service. But I just wanted to show you the way it's going, because as you can see, he's about to program a key for a car. He doesn't know what he's doing, and he's gone onto the cloud. He's got his diagnostics tablets there, and there's a guy drawing little blue circles everywhere. Put your remote here, okay, push it here, okay, and start. So for somebody who's got no idea this would really help, you only need to use the cloud a few times basically to get an idea of how to do it. But on saying that too, it's a great learning system. And what I think we're going to start to see, just pause this, is that other manufacturers are going to start to pick up on this as well and say, we can get a subscription for this. Okay, and when you talk about subscriptions and more money, these other guys are in it all, they're in it all the way. And all you really need is a pair of these smart VR glasses. There is one more thing to the equation, and that would be we were going to need a network of predetermined training videos, or a platform where it's set up, they interact with these glasses. That will be one way where you can continually reuse the same material, or it'll be connected onto the cloud where you would have the supporters of the tool, or the builders of the tool actually creating it. Either which way, we could see it as much as far as this becoming like a YouTube thing, where a platform like YouTube or LearnTube comes out, and then basically their videos displaying it on one lens of the glasses with swipe forward, swipe back instructions. It's quite possible for the future, and that subscribe is what they're all about. If they're not getting $50 from it, they're going to get you for some sort of subscription. But I'm saying that too, they're giving you the ability to do the job with untrained workers. So it means that you can take your younger staff and be able to give them a complex, challenging job, and them to be able to have some chance of doing it without needing to have had the amount of training that some of the older staff have had who normally do these type of jobs. So this is better. This is younger staff being able to make money as well, as it wasn't that way in the past. You had to do your time, learn, and then slow by slowly work up to a stage where you can do those difficult jobs. For small businesses, this is a bonus, because you can only get so many senior staff, and that's if you're lucky enough to get senior staff. Sometimes you have to start with junior staff, sometimes you can't even get any senior staff, you're only left with those junior staff. So if you can't get anyone, a lot of businesses, they basically pack up or sell up, because if they can't get the staff, they can't deliver the service, you're just going to end up with a whole heap of problems. And that's what I see a lot of businesses are going towards at the moment. No staff, no future, no point holding the business, might as well sell it on. A lot of apprentices, there's a shortage on apprentices, but not only that, apprentices take 4 years, plus they take another 5 years to actually get good at their craft. So if you look at that, you've got to plan 10 years in advance for staff for 10 years from now, and you have to pay quite a lot of money to do that. And if businesses aren't doing that, well, they're probably not going to have the staff as the staff gets even more short. I mean, we can import as many people as you want. Apprentices, yeah, they're okay. Sometimes they last, sometimes they don't last. It's no guaranteed solution at all. But on saying that too, if we do have the apprentices we do have now, young kids, and we can get them to do these complex tasks, and sure, we might have to pay a little bit of money and this, that with these providers, but it's certainly going to make a difference. And it's going to allow things to be able to be done which normally couldn't be done using this VR technology. And you can go to, this is Top Don, you can go to their website and see how they're using it. They're using it as a mechanic, but on saying that, they also did some key programming there too. So you can see how easy that's that's going to work in our industry. Alright, so it also allows the staff not to have people over their back. It also allows them to basically be able to kick some goals, so it makes them happier too. They're actually achieving and working and getting things done, not feeling like, oh, I'm not skilled enough, I'm not this and that. They're actually able out there to do some challenging jobs, which makes it more exciting for them as well. So in theory, it should be better for the business, although it might cost a little bit. It should be better for the business. The only problem is we don't have the training platforms at the moment. I don't know who's going to bring them out. We don't know if they're YouTube, we don't know if they're these providers, or we don't know if it's going to be straight cloud-based or how that's going to work. But definitely the future is moving towards a way to get people who don't know how to do things in a professional manner by using the professional tools and explaining it to them like this. Look at this, and that's the only way forward. There's not enough trained people who have done the course, and even if they're doing the course, it takes years before you become a senior tradesperson and you have all those little skills, computer skills, this skill, key cutting, pulling locks apart, computers, cars. There's just too much to learn, and it takes years to do it. So that's the future of locksmithing. Leave your comments down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about these glasses, and if you think this is going to work. Tell me if you think it's going to allow us to combat the skills shortage, allow some of the businesses to still make money. I mean, on complex tasks, yes, but it doesn't matter how good your glasses are, it won't stop people from doing dumb shit and stupid shit. Young people doing dumb shit and stupid shit, that's still going to happen. But it will allow them to do complex tasks like fitting a digital lock perhaps, or pulling somebody's car apart perhaps, or working on a safe perhaps, or recalibrating a safe, or recalibrating an alarm system. It will allow them to do that. So as to who's going to do it, how we're going to get the information to do it, and which platform, who knows. But it's definitely a way into the future, and it definitely opens up a lot of new doors and gives the businesses a lot of new options. Leave your comments down below. Thanks for watching.